Don't sell the skin till you have caught the bear. Now that you've come so far in attracting an investor for your startup, you want to focus on closing the deal. Almost there. Welcome back to Fundraising on the Go, the podcast brought to you by PwC Next Level, where we unravel the mysteries of fundraising for startups. I am your host, Otito Dosumu, and I'm excited to have you join us today for the final episode of the Fundraising on the Go. In our previous episodes, we've explored due diligence and the final decision-making process of investors. Today, we are reaching the end of our series. In this last episode, we are diving into the final steps of the fundraising process, discussing how to close your funding round effectively and what comes next on your journey towards building a successful startup. Congratulations, you have successfully run a fundraising round, from the initial preparations to the intricate negotiations. Now, as we approach the final stretch, it's essential to execute a seamless closure. Legal activities hold the spotlight here. Investment and shareholder agreements are the main characters of this chapter. The investment section will deal with the terms and conditions of the implementation of the investment, which usually requires notary intervention. The shareholder agreement, in turn, is an arrangement between shareholders to define how a company will be governed going forward. It also outlines the shareholders' other rights and obligations, reflecting the principles negotiated in the term sheet, such as applicable standstills and non-competition obligations, share transfer restrictions, access to information and reporting obligations, dividend policy, and so on and so forth. The big difference with the term sheet is that a shareholder agreement is a binding agreement and signifies that the deal is completed. The shareholder agreement will be signed, and its most important principles are often reflected in the articles of association of the company to ensure the terms are settled and opposable towards the third parties. Beyond the initial agreement signings, other legal administrative tasks may arise. It may be necessary to review your company's governance structure, which could need the issuing of specific powers of attorney. The basis of your new partnership is solidified by paying close attention to these legal nuances. Transitioning from the legal part of closing the deal, let's cast a spotlight on public relations. Public relations isn't merely a buzz-generating mechanism. It's a potent instrument for channeling momentum into your startup. Craft a compelling fundraising press release that resonates with your audience. This press release should weave together your startup's growth story, highlight significant growth achievements, explain the reason for the investment, and explain how the infusion of funds will fuel further growth. Expressing gratitude to early investors who took the plunge to set a gracious tone. With the fundraising round neatly concluded, what's next on the horizon? This isn't the conclusion, it's the transition to the next phase of your startup's voyage. Here is what to focus on. First, define your expectation and aspirations. While expectation and aspirations were likely discussed during the negotiation phase, it's crucial to solidify and communicate them further. Translate these aspirations into tangible, measurable objectives that align to both parties. Regular communication serves as the cornerstone of building mutual trust. Secondly, craft a communication blueprint. Effective communication remains your priority in addition to standard board meetings where progress is evaluated. Consider supplementing with periodic update reports. These reports, thoughtfully structured, encompass financial updates, traction advancements, product innovations, business developments, and more. Remember, these exchanges are interactive. Tap into your investors' reservoir of insights and connections. Thirdly, strengthen your team. Your team can make or break your startup's journey. Bolstering this team by recruiting and incentivizing key talents amplifies investors' confidence and prepares your startup for further strides. You can hire a CFO or work with a financial specialist to enhance your financial operations management and prepare your startup for the upcoming funding rounds. Lastly, look ahead for your next fundraising. Remember, you shouldn't consider fundraising as an isolated event. Stay proactive. Keep conversations with potential investors alive, even between funding rounds. Maintain a steady pace of updates and one-to-one interactions. Fundraising is a continuous endeavor akin to nurturing relationships and fostering momentum for your startup's expansion. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we wrap up this series, a comprehensive exploration of the multifaceted world of startup fundraising. I am Otito Dosumu, your guide throughout this journey, and I hope you've learned some valuable lessons that will serve you well in your pursuit of fundraising success. As you step forward into the world of fundraising armed with knowledge, remember that this journey is not just about securing capital. It's about building relationships, fostering growth, and navigating challenges with resilience. Thank you for joining us on the Fundraising on the Go. Stay tuned for 2 bonus episodes where we will talk with a successful startup founder and a venture capital investor to discover their personal experiences and advice for you.